If you didn't grow up in northern climes, ice fishing may seem improbable, wacky, and perhaps a bit dangerous. The very words ice fishing suggest the bleakest aspects of northern winters and stoic people, and even a parody of life in the rural north. Perseverance bordering on complete inertia, a dull sport for dull people. After all, how much skill can it take to sit on a bucket, hold a jigging rod, and stare into a hole? Being a good-humored bunch, we accept and revel in the stereotype, even though we know that ice fishing actually takes quite a bit of skill. You who haven't fished through the ice, try not to laugh. Those of us whose blood ran cold at birth, or who at least have lived a few years in this country of bitter winters, deep snow, and howling winds, know that fishing on the ice, and driving on the ice, and even dragging houses onto the ice does in fact seem wacky. And so we can find humor in a cartoon that depicts ice fishing practice as sitting in an empty gym on folding stools. Many of us who live where lakes turn hard several months of the year are anglers after all. We refuse to accept that our beloved sport has come to an end. So we chop a hole. One could say that we are metaphorically destroying the barrier that comes between us and our fishing. For others, ice fishing is simple escape. It's all about the outdoors, the solitude, the beer, and the tinny sound of the Sunday football games on the 1960s transistor radio. A simple antidote to cabin fever. Ice fishing is something to do that seems, on occasion, focused and sometimes even productive. For a few, ice fishing is not an alternative, not second best at all. It is the best kind of fishing. These people like the ice, the cold, the roar of the auger, the speed of the snowmobile, the thrill of driving on ice, and the delicious taste of fish from clean, cold water. Our embrace of something as odd as ice fishing is an expression of mild-mannered populism. As Garrison Keillor has said, we come from people who brought us up to believe that life is a struggle. Ice fishing is our cultural connection with the woebegone nation. When it comes to fishing, I've always been drawn to running water, the visibility of the depths, the athleticism of casting, and the fight of the fish as it cavorts on the surface and whipsaws the line in mighty runs. So compared with open water fishing, hard water angling has always run a poor second. But I began to see ice fishing in a different light one winter day as I traveled through Moscow and saw men sitting on a frozen river staring down at the ice. I knew immediately what they were up to. My innate knowledge of ice fishing, absorbed during a lifetime of living in Minnesota, marked me as a northerner, a member of a circumpolar clan, a secret society of winter sportsmen. Ice fishing is the identity we carry with us in the sled with the 5-gallon buckets filled with jigging rods, the ice scooper and the power auger, the portable ice shelter and the propane heater. As we trudge across the first ice of the season, it is what we cling to more than a life vest. It is our cultural tribal link. You may think we're nuts, but this is who we are. That's our story, and we're sticking to it.